fun. Just play and take care of each other. Let's see if I can remember how to go live. Hello, hello, and thank you for listening to the groovy tunes of Kevin MacLeod. Thank you for your free live streaming music, Kevin MacLeod. And it's me, Carla Dingle, here for yet another Queen City comedy show, live on our Facebook and YouTube channels. And we are so excited about tonight. Tonight is the end of an era. Tonight is the Wake Me Up Before You Go Go show, the final show for our team Ridgeley that got together in August 2020. We've added some incredible new members since. And with the changes in the world, we've decided to go out with a bang. So I'm going to not talk to you any further, but if you have some suggestions, put in the chat what you'd love to hear some true stories about from our Ridgeley team members. And while you're doing that, I'm going to have them all turn their cameras on and they'll get to introduce you. Here they come. Fantastic. So we're going to do some quick introductions. They're going to tell you their name, pronouns if they'd like, where they're calling in from, when they started on Ridgeley. And now that you've played on Ridgeley and you know these people, if you could rename the team to anything, what would you name them? Final team name selection. It was a big process in the beginning. So now you get to throw out anything you want. I'm just going to keep stalling until I see a face that looks like it has an answer. And I haven't seen one yet. But we're going to start with our first member. It's already tomorrow for. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is George, and I'm zooming in from Manila and greeting you a warm mabuhay. Pronouns he and him. And I joined Ridgeley, I think, for an audition, first of all, July of 2020. So this is like my first ever audition in my entire life, and my first time to ever join an international team. So this is being part of Ridgeley is very special to me. So if I am to rename Ridgeley with another team name, it'll probably be the Wake Me Up team because I have to wake up early for our rehearsals and our show. And that's the name of our last show.
There you go. How appropriate. Fantastic. All right, next, tell us about you.
Hey, I'm Ryan Hitchcock. I'm calling in from Los Angeles. Pronouns he, him. I joined Ridgeley also in July 2020 based on the first round of Queen City Comedy Global Improv Project auditions. So I'm an original member of the team. If I were to rename the team at this point, ooh, I feel like I don't know. I don't put too much stock in names because I feel like it's, the team makes the name good and not the other way around. So
the Go-Go's.
I am stalling because I'm trying to think of another Wham reference. That's essentially what I'm doing here. You know what? I think I would rename the team the Jitterbug.
The Jitterbug. Fantastic. All right, next, tell us all about you.
Hey, everybody. I'm Diana Brown, pronouns she, her. I'm calling in from San Francisco, California. I also had the privilege of being among the very first Ridgeleyans joining in July of 2020. And I love our name so much because it made Carla so incredibly happy. This was truly a highlight of that very challenging year. So I think I wouldn't change the name for anything in the world, but if we had to change it, I'd call it The Best of Time.
Oh, very nice. Next. Oh, we caught Claire mid-aw.
Hang on. It's giving me a button and I've already unmuted myself. Okay, there we go. Hi, I'm Claire Biddiscombe, pronouns she, her, in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I'm another Ridgeley original cast member, joined in July 2020. That's terrifying. 2 years, 2+ years. And I was just thinking about it. What would I name the alternate team name? And once upon a time, a while ago, somebody actually worked out where the geographical center of Ridgeley would be if we got together, and because George and I kind of throw things off being located where we are, and it's some tiny town in like Siberia or something like that. So I would probably name it some tiny town in Siberia.
Tiny Siberian town. Fantastic. Great. Next, we're just doing some introductions, Kate. Name, pronouns if you'd like, where you're calling in from, when you joined Ridgeley, and if you had to rename the team now, what would you call it?
I will never forget that Russian oil rig that I mentioned.
The Russian oil rig.
It made me really happy just to hear that. I'm Kate, she, her pronouns from Tucson, Arizona. I was an original member of the team, but I haven't really been able to do Ridgeley in 2023, so it's really nice to be back tonight. And what would I name the team? when we were originally figuring out what to name it, there was a poll with like all these different options, and my favorite was Birds of Play. And I think only Roxy and I voted for that. But would
I
love
liked
to-
it too. Me too.
Yeah, I love our current name, like Birds of Play.
Birds of Play. Yes, we'll move over to Roxy to reconfirm that.
Yes, that's correct. I am Roxy. You all know me, and I also she, her, Chester, Virginia, and I will concur. Yes, I'm not biased because I made it up, and it was cool as shit. And I wasn't here the night y'all all made up Ridgeley. So I might have been holding on to that for 2.5 years. So, but if I were to name it anything now, it would be Headliners, baby.
Headliners. There you go, Ryan. There's your shout out. All right, next, we're going to keep it going. There's only a few more.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandy, live and direct from Oakland, California. And I joined Ridgeley. Thank you for reminding me, Carla, because my name is go cuckoo. I joined Ridgeley January of 2022. And if I could, to say goodbye, it feels like, I just met y'all. So I think it would be, we're never gonna dance again.
Ooh.
but that's only because I'm making a connection to
so good. It's so
Wham.
good. Fantastic. All right.
We will dance again. We will dance again.
We
Let's
will.
dance again.
We will. Next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Phil. I am dialing in from Las Vegas, Nevada. He, him. And thank you also, Carla, for reminding me that I joined in January of this year. What? The new name. I think I would just call it Andrew.
Even better. Fantastic. Fantastic. And last but certainly not least.
Hi, everybody. So I am Dawn. My pronouns are she, her, they, them are also good. I live on the sun, otherwise known as Tucson, Arizona. I got my sweater today. What? And I found Ridgeley in January 2022 as well. I guess we auditioned at the end of 2021, and then we started rehearsing in 2022. And what a lifesaver for my sanity it's been. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's been some things happening in the world that are not so fun. So to have this crew of pirates to hang out with. So I think that I might go with Sunday Night Fever.
Ooh.
Since we rehearse on Sunday nights and we've got a lot of
fantastic. Awesome. Wonderful. That was so lovely. If I had to rename this team, y'all, I think I would call it the Untouchables. I don't know why, that just sounded classy and fun. I don't know, whatever. So we're going to do 2 different forms for you all tonight. We're going to do a little living room where we share some true stories about ourselves. Then we'll chat a little in the middle and share some stuff that's happened here in our rehearsal rooms. And then we'll finish up with a form called the Slacker, where we sort of follow the weird and wonderful characters that we are so well known for creating. So for our living room, I got some suggestions, and I'm going to take one from Jennifer Prescott, who is a member now of Smells Like Ghosts, and she would like to learn about you all and your childhood fantasies. What are your childhood fantasies? Ooh, they're thinking.
I wanted to be a vet for years. That was like my dream, just to work with animals all day. What do I do now? I'm a high school computer studies teacher. So I have no idea why it didn't work out, but that was my big childhood dream, to be a vet.
Okay. Apparently, and I don't have any memory of this, but my family tells me this is true. When I was very, very young, I apparently had a imaginary ranch of animals, and they were called Ponzamas, where I got the word, I don't know. But apparently I was very fond of them. I took care of my imaginary ranch of Ponzaments. No memory of this whatsoever. But I hope they're doing well.
It reminds me of when I was a kid, I was always like, I was very into like Marvel comics and superheroes, and I was constantly like creating my own superhero teams and like superheroes and like coming up with like elaborate backstories for them. I feel like I was probably we had like a creative writing assignment in like 5th grade, and I'm pretty sure I was the only kid in our class that came up with like a space opera with deep lore.
So when I was in 7th grade, I had this teacher. I'm used to saying professor because I'm a college student right now, so I have to stop myself from saying I had this professor when I was in 7th grade, and the teacher brought back someone else's work because this kid had written Marvel fan fiction, and she just assumed it had to be mine. So without even getting the name.
I never had childhood fantasies as to like what I was going to grow up and be. Like things where like you could be a doctor, you could do whatever you want, and I was like maybe but I've always, I think, deep down wanted to be an artist. It's always been my fantasy. But I will say that instead of that, because I think I always knew like it was going to happen someday. I always did something else. I always planned my deathbed speech and who would I say it to, like who would be around me. Like my perfect like goodbye deathbed speech and how like I would feel about that person at the end, and if I was gutsy enough to just say what I wanted to say, just fucking say
it. Don't die.
Well, I just want to say that when I was a child, my fantasy was to become a broadcaster, a news anchor, and I was like doing it in British accent all the time when I read the newspaper, and I try to pretend that I'm delivering the news. But my mother said, no, don't do that because there are just a few TV networks in the Philippines that you can get yourself into. So don't do that. Do something else. Do whatever you want when you graduate to get a second course. But now that I'm grown up, I want to be a full-time improviser.
I think you are, George. I think you are.
Well, when I was in elementary school, I remember finding a picture of the Solid Gold Dancers inside of a cereal box. And I used to watch the Solid Gold Dancers like religiously, and I was so sure I was going to be the black Solid Gold Dancer, the one that flipped her hair around, and I choreographed all the moves to every song on every show. It was so fun. Solid Gold Dancer. That's my fantasy.
I'm Googling the Solid Gold Dancers, but it's not.
Yes. Kate are you 20 now, Kate?
21.
21, you're legal. Phil, Don, tell us your childhood fantasies.
I remember the Solid Gold Dancers. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me to Disneyland a lot. And when I wasn't there, I would fantasize about teleporting there. And I remember I had all of these records when records were not retro, they were original. And I would play Disneyland records, and one of them had a track of like great moments with Mr. Lincoln on it, and it concluded with our nation's like anthem, etc. And I would stand at the top of my bed, and as the choir is singing after Lincoln has done his speech, I jumped and fell onto the bed hoping to teleport into Disneyland, and it didn't happen. But that's just a memory I have from a million years ago.
When I was young, people would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always say doctor, because I had learned very early that all the adults would go, oh, and they would all be very impressed. But the reality was that what I most wanted to be was an NFL quarterback, but not just any NFL quarterback. And I'm telling my age now. I wanted to be Roger Staubach. And people could not convince me not only that I could not be an NFL player, but that Roger Staubach was already busy being Roger Staubach, and I was not able to like body snatch him and just have my heroic football career.
Well, I cannot wait to see these fantasies played out. Let's do some improv.
Do some scenes.
I have a report. They're saying that it's bad out there, and that we're cut off. Like there's not going to be any more goods delivered to us. And officer, I'm scared. I'm just really scared.
Well, I want to thank you for your courage in like bringing this to me in the first place. I just think that we can't think about ourselves right now. We have got a whole ranch full of Ponzimas who need us to be strong for them.
I know. I mean, when they entrusted us to genetically splice these animals, I mean, it's my passion, and now we're cut off.
And now, and they're very specific bamboo cheese hybrid food is so hard to get. Oh, look at its little face. It knows something. I can tell it knows something. No.
I remember when we first created it, it was just a few cells in a petri dish, and now we're cut off. We're cut off.
We're gonna die. We're not gonna die out here. We're not gonna die out here. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. I believe that if we just use that good old-fashioned Filipino Canadian can-do attitude that we have.
You're right, officer. Okay, if we die, I'm going to kind of just write some thoughts down as to what I would say if I was near death, and then write them in my journal, because I've been journaling ever since we've been out here.
Peterson,
yeah.
Peterson, would you do me the honor of saying it out loud to me now?
Of course. Officer.
I love it when you call me by my real first name.
Okay.
Officer.
Bob Johnson. It's been an honor and a pleasure genetically mutating what we thought was going to be the most amazing breed to ever grace.
Peterson, I don't want to judge your performance or anything, but on the TV shows, people always put like a blanket on their laps and cough a lot when they're doing their deathbed speech.
Edit.
I can't believe it. I feel like as a superhero, I've lost my strength and my credibility.
What do you mean, Dynamo Man?
I hear people trying to call my name, and I wasn't able to go there to save their lives and give solutions.
Dynamo Man, I think everyone goes through this. It's called a crisis of confidence.
The problem with me is that I go through the crisis of confidence regularly every quarter.
Oh, okay. That sounds like it might be, and I'm not a licensed therapist or anything. I'm just your ward and sidekick.
Yep.
Chronic depression?
My worry is that Marvel might not be able to make a true to life story about me anymore.
Oh, this is the Marvel thing again. Look, just focus on being a superhero and saving people's lives. Like, don't worry about the merchandising stuff. Like, if you're doing your job, that'll come, you know?
Tag out Ryan.
Save me, Dynamo Man.
No, Dynamos no more. Okay, it's. I am here to save you, my lady. It is me.
Hold on.
Not anymore, man.
I will try my best to save you right now. I just, my mindset is not in this right now. It's
I told you. I told you you couldn't do it. I told you. Dynamo man, I came here to challenge you. But if you can save this lady, I will stop making fun of you. I will get your name right.
Here it is.
Edit.
Yes.
Saw them at the back window. They're coming for us. They're coming for us. They're at the back window, sis.
All right. No, this is the time. I need to tell you. Oh, they're coming to the window.
They're coming for us. They're in the form of these beautiful kittens. They're surrounding the entire home.
If this is how we have to go, I can't think of a better way.
It's true. It's true. Should we just open the door and let them in and just accept our fate?
I think we should. Because, I mean, look in the eyes of those beautiful, beautiful little cats.
Yes.
They know things we don't know. Come, cat.
Look,
take me to your fabulous queen and let me do your bidding.
We should just start the ritual now.
Edit. Hi, my name is Trevor. I'll be working with you as your new assistant for both of you. I just want to let you know that if you make a reference I do not understand, I will have to Google it because I'm very young.
Oh. Get a load of this one, Rebecca, huh?
I'm asking, can we open a window? Your cigar smoke is filling the room.
Listen.
Yeah.
If anyone is going to be doing the Googling around here, it's going to be you, because I have no idea what you just met, Trevor. But yeah, what we need here is someone who is really froggy. Get what I'm saying? They're like the cat's pajamas. They're really
The bee's knees, Trevor. We need the bee's knees.
bee's knees. I need you to be the bee's knees and buzz around and get
Oh.
the scoop.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cat's pajamas. I'm just gonna open a note stock so that I can look these up later. Okay, so cat's pajamas, bee's knees,
Philip and Roxy.
scoop.
Trevor, welcome to the White House. You're here
I've really risen up the ranks. I'm so excited to be working here at the White House.
You're here for a very important assignment. You need to explain TikTok.
To President Biden?
Yes.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it.
Well, I'm ready for my explanation.
President Biden, you're here early.
I first have a couple of questions for you so that we can get on the same page.
Of course.
What is malarkey?
Malarkey, son, is kind of like bullshit. I mean, it's a lot like bullshit, really.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Allow me to translate. Bullshit is like the opposite of no cap.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, yes.
Okay,
I
my
understand
granddaughter
that.
uses that. I've seen
Yeah.
that. I've seen that.
Okay, so TikTok is TikTok is like
that the one where they take the photos and write the stories?
No, that one is you might be thinking of, and this is before my time, Tumblr.
Welcome to 5th grade.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited that you are here today. And to start us off with a bang, everyone gets a writing assignment where they can show their true personality.
I'd be happy to. I just want to make sure I'm clear on the assignment itself.
Sure.
I'm a huge fan of superheroes, but I'm just wondering if it's contradictory if I write about both DC and Marvel superheroes, or there's some independence. Like there's some independence. So I'm wondering if I could even illustrate that in my paper.
So it's 5th grade, so we don't really refer to them as papers. I think you're thinking of college. I did think you were a little tall. Is that why you called me professor when you walked in?
Yes, that is true, professor.
Oh, well, that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, isn't an invitation.
Welcome to the British Space Agency World Service. I'm Andromeda Squire, here tonight with 2 correspondents from the Enterprise. The British Space Agency ship Enterprise, as we understand, was embroiled today in a conflict in one of the nearer galaxies. I've brought out the captain and first mate on the show today to explain the situation.
Yes, it's thank you for giving us this space and this time to discuss this monumental event that has happened in our galaxy. It is unprecedented really. And we blame it all on the teleporters. The teleporters are creating all of this problem in our galaxy.
I've been led to understand that there is a fault with the teleporters. They are...
Oh yeah. They were the fucking bloody fucking teleporters. Yeah.
I can't restrain my first mate. He's so angry.
Yeah. Oh, I want to go get him. Come back.
I understand, but this is in fact a family hour news show. Yes, if we could.
I've got one.
My apology. Oh no.
I believe we're seeing a live feed from the Enterprise.
I think we're being infiltrated with teleporters. They're coming live. Oh, is that our space station? That's our living room.
No! Fucking got in the... I'm sorry. Effing got in the... Oh, I'm not doing my job in my place. Sorry.
We're witnessing. I'm sorry. This is a monumental live moment that we're witnessing here. Reporters on CN Andromeda Squire. I see that we are actually witnessing actual teleportation in the moment.
I understand that. Captain Nebula, are you safe? That's what our viewers would like to know, right?
Let me check the door.
Yeah, she's safe. I got this one mascara. Just gonna punch him in the nose next time I see one. I'm gonna hide.
I understand that your first mate is from the north.
We're teleporting. Yes, our first mate is from the north. It gets a little wild if we do not give him his proper diet, which we just received our butternut squash teleport.
Oh,
yes, we just received it. So I should go cook that up.
Okay. Well,
I will. Okay. I'm gonna go back to hiding. Okay.
Live breaking news on the British Space Agency World Service. We have received word that a teleported butternut squash has been transformed into an entire human skeleton.
This is actually occurring right now. It appears as though the dead are rising from their grave. We've not only interpreted teleportation. We are actually seeing the revival of body snatching.
Pardon me. As the representative of the dead, I object to the term rising. We prefer waking up.
Yes. Okay.
Much
We
appropriate.
Yes, we will make a change to our style guide to reflect that preference. But you must understand, Captain Nebula, this is monumental history that we are viewing live here on the British Space Agency Wire Service. Could I please get your feelings now, seeing that we have? I understand you had a graveyard on board the Enterprise. How are we feeling about now that seeing the dead waking up?
You know, I'm just a little unnerved and a little concerned that they're not wearing clothes, to be honest with you, because we buried our dead with clothes. So I am concerned that somebody might be either stealing their clothes. That could be a concern.
Is it possible that you have dead nudists?
Edit.
Oh.
We are standing at the foot of the bed of our grandmother, who is doing her 74th deathbed speech rehearsal. Now to her, and this is a new iteration where she actually recounts some times that she enjoyed in the 1960s. Grandma, are you ready to share? He is ready.
Yes, I'm ready. Take 1457. It was 1967 when I first met Stephen Irwin, who you may know as Steve Irwin. He was the love of my life. We used to play together in the forest and go see kangaroos of all sizes, from little to big. That is all.
Before you go, you had a pet name for one another. Would you be willing to share that with us now?
He used to call me Mindy, and I used to call him Stevie.
I now take you to the kitchen, where my parents are discussing the fact they never allowed themselves to have fantasies because their lives are perfect.
You know, this throuple has been such a delight. And ever since the three of us got married, I don't even think about anything other than what's happening right now.
Yeah. And can I just say thank you for all the help getting the kids to school? This has been amazing. This throupling has just made it like I actually have a life.
Oh my gosh. Alyssa, you make so much money that, you know, I get to stay home and bake, which I love.
And I get to pursue my business interests full time.
Yeah. I really think we should share this throupling with the world. This could be the next, this is how we're going to get it all fixed.
I think so.
This is the way forward. The world doesn't need men. It just needs women working together.
And yes,
we don't need fantasies. I think if we just continue to put ourselves and our minds together, I envision a world where absolutely everyone can teleport to Disneyland at a moment's notice and enjoy the day without really having to think about it.
I see a world where everyone comes home at the end of the day to a home-cooked meal and people who love them.
And the day that the dinners get cooked just magically, like just beautiful, healthy meals with full grains and fiber and protein, just at the spin of a dime.
You know, hearing you both talk, I just feel like you're my super heroines.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe we could spread our word through dance.
That is a solid gold idea.
I mean, if we could just start a dance commune and slowly we could get everybody to join our rhythm, the thrubbling rhythm. Yes, filling up our lives with music.
And that's our set. That's our set. Give these folks a round of applause with those groovy dance moves. And will someone interpret that for Kate, what groovy means? Right up there with Solid Gold and Joe Biden. That was so much fun. But don't go away, audience, because we have so much more planned for our final show. We're going to take a few moments, a little intermission as we may, and just chat for a moment. And what I would love for us to do is share some of our favorite memories, our favorite stories of the weird, the wonderful, and the wacky that happened in so many of our Ridgeley rehearsals and shows. So what can you remember? What can you share forever on live, whatever this is? What are some of the memories that you remember? I can start off. I remember when Ridgeley first started, we decided we would do some rehearsals and then do some bonding nights. And there was one night where it was a very small group of us that were bonding. It was Ryan, myself, and a gentleman named Kyle, who's no longer part of Ridgeley, but we love him and wish him well out there in Colorado. And then Roxy joined us a little later than the rest. And Roxy had been out that evening having a really good time. I mean, a really good time. And she continued to have a good time. And Ryan and Kyle and I just sat there and did a one-person show with a bottle and entertained us for I don't even know how many hours. Ryan, feel free to add to that story, as well as Roxy. You do too, but that's one of my favorite memories.
I'll let you take it first. I will rebuttal later.
As I recall, I think I was also having a good night that night, so I don't know how much of it I remember. I remember, here's an interesting thing is that I'd be interested to know like who has met in person, because I met Diana in person when we were up in San Francisco. Got to hang out with Diana for a bit. Kate has come through town a couple of times, and Kate, I love you, but if you're inviting me to a midnight movie, I need more notice than that day. Because Kate will be like, hey, I've got tickets to, Grindhouse tonight at midnight. And I'm like, Kate, I am 14 years older than you. If I'm going to see a movie at midnight, I need to emotionally prepare for that. Also, speaking of Philip came to town one time. We didn't get to see it, but we were looking for a show to do, but we were like, it has to be something before 10 because we gotta go to bed. We didn't find anything. Everything, I was like, I have a show at 11 on Tuesday. You guys want to do it? And I was like, no, thank you.
Meanwhile, George does improv at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well, George doesn't have to leave his house to do it. That's the advantage.
It's funny for me to hear
I'm
Ryan.
living my fantasy.
Yeah, I feel like we owe Roxy a rebuttal, so let's.
First of all, I had a good time here in my house safely with a straw and an entire bottle. And there was no power because there was no power for most of it. So what else am I supposed to do on 2020? But get drunk with my lantern. And I had watched a show previously, and the show kept telling me to drink. So I had to oblige. It told me the measurement. It was Rashida, who was Carla and I know. I know Carla live and in person from before Ridgeley, but since Ridgeley started too. And we So I was here. She had a D&D show through the Blumenthal, and it was like, but the pre-show was somebody talking about the pints and what they're called and the varying size, and then he'd be like, "Now drink," and I was like, "Absolutely!" And you can be that loud when you're in your living room again, being safe in the dark. And then I came to this rehearsal, and yeah, I may have told stories of my life and all the things that I am odd about. But I think the coolest thing is that we can get together because we've had other hangouts as Ridgeleyans, and those are, I think, my favorite memories too, of hanging out with these people, even when we're not rehearsing. And I have photos on a very flattering picture of me, so I'll leave it at that. I'll go.
One of my other favorite ones, and I'll throw this out, was scavenger hunt night. That was another fun night, and you all could share some of your favorites from scavenger hunt night. There was some artwork and all sorts of stuff happening.
Yeah, during scavengers hunt, I remember we did that. What's that? A painting, the woman with pearl
earring.
That was wonderful. I literally just ran across our house to get stuff, and I wanted to win so bad, and I had like bundles of things in front of me during that time, and I should have taken a photo of it.
Yeah.
There was a good dance. There was a good dance video too. Who did the dance video?
Oh my
I think we did.
You know, the thing that I remember from scavenger night is that I didn't realize just how competitive we all are. Like, it's supposed to be this fun bonding experience. And we're like, one of them, I think, was like all these different makeups. And we're like, I got the lipstick. And we're like running around like, this is our improv troupe hanging out. And we're just like, make it win. It was so funny.
Oh.
For me, Team Ridgeley was the very first improv live that I've done online. So I just felt really supported and just that everyone had my back. And so it's just great to build from that memory and just all the fun that we've had together. And definitely seeing everybody back here tonight, because I don't think we've had this full of a group for a while. So this is a fabulous memory to keep right here.
Diana, you've been around with us since the beginning. What do you remember?
So I looked back. I tend to take a lot of notes during rehearsals just to help because you can't do that on stage, but you can do it online. And I looked back from a rehearsal on 10/24/2020, and I had written down a line that Kate had said that was hilarious to me. Kate had said, "I'm just the scooper at the Cold Stone. We don't do artisanal stuff at the Cold Stone. We have 36 flavors, 5 are artisanal, especially the peanut brickle." All the employees cried directly into that bat.
Well, the fact that you wrote all that down. Round of applause for Diane. Oh my gosh. So many great lines, so many great characters. We did the Slacker form, which we're going to actually do for you shortly after this, which I thought brought some of our greatest characters to life, from pirates to pelicans, and I don't even remember what else that we had. We've had so many fun ones. We've had a lot of animal cameos. Claire's cat, Diana's cat tonight, Kate's cat. What else stands out for you all?
I mean, those freaky pictures that you put up, Carla, I don't know, they are haunting me to this day.
Oh, yeah.
In all of our montages, I have a visual of some headless things that shouldn't still be there.
We did a form
skeleton in the mini skirt, I think it was.
We did a form for a while where it was just weird vintage photos, and we would bring those to life through voiceover, and I had way too much fun finding them. I should make like a slideshow and put it on our Facebook page of all the weird ones that we've had. I also remember that when Diana and Brandy and Phil joined us, that the laughter increased drastically during rehearsals because they just brought this wonderful silliness that we got real serious for a bit with Ridgeley, and then when you three came in, it sort of revitalized us with a lot more laughter and just remembering to play and have fun. So it was a nice shift for us, I think, when we brought on the trio of giggles when they came in.
I appreciated the vintage views format. I thought that was a lot of fun. The voiceover and the music and all that. I thought we managed that really well, and I thought it was a really fun format. And what I appreciate about online performance is that it just gives you some freedoms. Yes, there's restrictions in a way, and it's difficult to connect, but I think there's a lot of freedoms too. And it afforded me an opportunity to connect with people that I would have otherwise not in my lifetime. So thank you. It's been a valuable experience. So I appreciate everyone.
Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Last call. Any last thoughts or memories before we dive in and get silly again?
What was the name of that romance novel that came up during warm-ups and then we kept using it in the show?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Did Diana write it down? Did Diana write it down?
All right.
All right. If we remember.
Oh, I shout out to the one time we all did a show in sunglasses.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's right. We had someone who had an eye issue, so we all did a show in sunglasses.
And shout out to Chris, who couldn't be here.
To Chris, to Kyle, to Jen. Who else am I missing? I can't remember. Brandon. Yes, Brandon. Yes. All of those fantastic people that have joined us.
Yeah, other Chris.
On our journey. Let's jump into the Slacker, which I think was probably our most challenging and most fun form that we ever jumped into. And we're going to go out in flames on it, you all. So please enjoy. I am going to give you some suggestions from my chat to inspire you, which is the strangest mothers and fathers. The strangest mothers and fathers. Thank you to Camila and Kitty for that suggestion.
Mom?
Yes, dear.
I have something to tell you.
You always do. Go on then.
Well, I'm getting married.
And you want my permission? That's why you're here?
Well, given that I'm 33, I figured I would just go ahead, but I did want you to know.
I suppose you're correct. Your life is your business. You're an adult. Even though I know you're 33, it stings a little bit that you wouldn't have. I understand that asking might be old school, something you don't understand, but the thought would have been nice to have been asked, even if you were going to do what you always do.
Okay. I'd really like it if you came to the wedding. Mom?
I'm thinking.
I'd like it if you walked me down the aisle. Mom, I know you're shocked, but if you could move or give me a sign that you've heard me.
Tag out, Roxy. So you told your mom already that we're getting married?
Yeah. She took it decently well. She had to go lie down. But that's normal.
Did you tell your mom as well that I'm here in your bedroom? How did you take it?
No, I didn't get a chance to tell her that. She'll be really upset about the damage to the roses on the trellis.
Oh, I understand how that feels.
Uh,
And I hope that it's okay with her that I'm like 22 years old and
yeah.
11
Well,
years younger than you.
yeah. Well, my third stepfather was 19, so she doesn't really object to age gaps.
That's what I like about your parents. They just don't care about those stuff. That should be what the world is today.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you and I can try and make that together, that future. I'd
And
like
I'm
that.
glad that as a more mature individual compared to me, you had the courage to finally tell your parents about us.
Yeah. Well,
Tag out, George. Okay, so I do hear you that you're looking for a wedding dress that doesn't announce you too loudly.
yeah.
But I will say it is your day.
Right. So I'm just thinking of something super modest, gray or like beige. Something that'll just
See, that
blend
is,
in.
yeah, we don't have anything in those colors. We have white.
Oh.
White is that's the palette we're working with.
That's very stark.
Your tea is ready. I did put an ice cube in there as you requested.
It's getting there. Thanks. I'm just wondering if you have any, cloaks. Really, is what I'm looking for.
Let me show you what I have. This is a beautiful vintage piece. The sleeves do come all the way down to the wrist. And the neckline is modest, which I think is what you were looking for.
Yeah.
You seem I'm so sorry. It's so hard to get a read on you.
No, that's fine. I'm not used to having opinions for myself. I'm wondering if should just like bring in somebody, or could you choose for me? Is that
Tag out
Ryan?
Marie, I know I am only your fourth stepfather and not a general relation. But I must say, on the day of your wedding, I am very ashamed that you have lace upon your body. You can be perceived, Marie. And your mother told me she's very upset when other people are able to perceive you.
The gentleman in the store told me it was very modest, stepfather number 4.
Call me Steppy.
I feel like we don't have that relationship yet.
You wound me, Marie. You wound me. But I've had a nice, very, very uninteresting gray curtain taken down from your bedroom. And I think we should just cover you up with it like a ghost for Halloween.
Tag out, Dawn. Girl, this dress is fire. Ooh. It is like, I'm loving the lace. I'm loving it. As your neighbor, I'm so glad your family is putting on this wedding right here at the house. This is fabulous. I just wanted to invite myself. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that would be really nice, Karen.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, of all of the things that I didn't expect from your family, is that the groom that walked up your mom's trellis of flowers into your room?
Well, here's the thing. Mother's very particular about who uses the front door.
That's why she has that pit bull right there at the front door. That makes sense.
It's just that she's just not very much a fan of people using it.
Oh, yeah.
She reserves it for the animals.
Okay. Well, I am sure glad I came to your back door then, girl. Got up these stairs and into your room. And thank you again for not inviting me, because I like to be known as a party crasher.
You seem very
Back
excited.
up, Claire. Oh,
Hey.
hi, honey. Put some clothes on.
Yeah. So
Here you are at the foot of our bed.
yeah. Well. Of course, like I saw the pink light up in your room, or like from down there on the street, and I was like,
Take
oh,
off
where
the
did they
wig,
get that
honey. Take off the wig.
lamp? Where did they get that lamp? That lamp is amazing.
Tag out Diana. And commencing alien autopsy, recording. I'm sorry, how did you get in here? This is supposed to be a top secret.
Well, I don't like to intrude on everybody's business in the trailer park, but I will say it is very unfair that you keep taking everybody else around me and not me. And I just have to say, I have some things to share with you, aliens. I've been in a lot of homes.
Okay, all right. This is a top secret government facility. The alien on this table is deceased. I'm performing an autopsy. I shouldn't be telling you this. But just for the sake of clarity, I feel that I had to.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for telling
Tag
me.
out
You know what?
Brandy.
I'm real good with secrets.
How was your day at work?
A civilian wandered into operating room number 7 and kind of spilled the beans about the entire federal government's knowledge of alien life. So, not great.
No, that sounds really bad. I'm sorry.
Tag out Claire.
I was...
Doctor?
Yes.
Would you care to characterize why I am seeing on the news top secret information coming out about, everything? Why am I getting calls from the White House, the government, everybody?
Right, so a civilian found her way into the operating room. I think she got
I
in
know,
through the...
it's all over the news.
Well, she thought I was an alien, probably because I was wearing the clean suit. And I had to clarify that I wasn't an alien so that I wouldn't freak her out.
Let me clarify something.
Yes, of course, sir.
You, my friend, are no longer going to be serving this project. Behind you is the door.
No, please. Please.
We thank you for your
commitment. please let me cut open another alien. I'll do it so good.
Tag out Phil. Tag out Phil. Yeah, so here at Roswell, we are just supposed to give them their ticket and tell them they're right. Aliens are real. It's real chill.
Okay. All right. I mean, I do have real world experience with that. So if you want any anything to add to the authenticity. Okay.
No, see, Bigfoot was just found out, so aliens are just real spiraling down. We're just here to punch in a time card and punch out, you know? Doctor?
So, just man the counter at the gift shop here, huh?
Oh, look at the cool alien. Sir?
Yes.
What planet did that one come from?
That my boss told me that if I get into too in-depth a conversation about this, I will get fired. So I'm just gonna say Mars.
Tag out Brandy. Doctor, would you care to characterize for me how in operating room 7 you with a minor discussed very finite details about the alien that you were performing an autopsy on. I'm getting
I thought I was.
Yes.
I thought I was manning the gift shop at Roswell. I'm in so many layers of deep cover, I don't even know where I am anymore.
And that's why.
I got Ryan. Dad, I know your work is important to you, but when you came to show and tell, you were so emphatic, you scared my classmates. Now you're at Cold Stone Creamery and you ordered a peanut brittle pickle. You were so emphatic, you made the person behind the counter drop their scooper. Do you have any other affects?
I apologize, my dear. I'm just very passionate about my role. And because I can't divulge secrets, I just have to release.
I got Diana. Welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you?
I would like a number 4 supersized, please. And don't ask me any other questions.
Tag out Philip. Yo, dude.
Dude.
Like, that register, it's got so much cash in it. We could steal that.
I mean, if we steal the money and get rich, I could get fired, and then I can't work here and get rich.
But like, dude, you could like pay for college with the cash in the register.
Dude. Oh, sorry, your burger's ready, by the way.
Oh.
Tag out, Kate. I've been waiting for like 10 minutes for what we call fast food. Is there anybody back there making anything?
Dude, you just have to understand
Tell him.
that it's part of the system. We are trying to bring down the system. And by bringing down the system, we do nothing, dude.
Okay, I'm all for bringing down systems, anarchy, all of that. I've just got 2 third graders, twins actually, that need to get fed and they are screaming and I just can't wait any longer. So can the system wait till tomorrow, please?
Yeah. Tell her, Mom.
I'm Teller. I'm Teller.
Little dudes, the system waits for no man. We are doing this for your future.
All right, all right. Can I give you extra money so that you can cook the burgers for the babies?
Tag out Brandy and Roxy and Ryan. Would you care to characterize what happened? I have it on closed caption camera during the course of the evening shift where the register was over, one, and then I saw an altercation occur between a family.
What you have to understand is that liberating the minds of the children will liberate us all.
Okay, well,
I liberated their minds, dude, with like some apple slices.
Tag out Philip. It's me, the system. You found me.
I've been trying to bring you down, and here you are, and you're beautiful, dude.
You think me, the system? You think I'm beautiful?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the system to be so groovy.
You know, it's been forever since someone told me that most people do just want to bring me down.
Tag out Claire. So exciting that you, the system, are getting married.
Yes.
So,
I just can't decide what dress says secretly controlling everything.
that is a challenge.
Tag out,
but I think
Ryan.
we're up to it.
As your father, I'm just a little concerned. You're not even 21 years old. You're grounded.
Tag out, George. So you're getting married.
That's right, Mom.
And you didn't even invite me or ask my permission?
Well, I mean, if I'm the system, you're the passage of time, and I don't know if you can make it.
You couldn't even ask.
Well, do you want to come?
And see. Let's bring all of our Ridgeley folks back. And just for you, a weird, creepy, vintage photo to finish us up. I don't even know what this is, y'all. But there we go. Thank you all so much, Team Ridgeley. Thank you to the audience for watching. I will try to say this without getting emotional because there are weird animals behind me. It has been my pleasure, my honor, and my joy to work with these incredible people. All of you have made my evenings so much fun when I was exhausted and was thinking, what the hell am I doing? Getting on another Zoom call. I would come off of it energized. I would go to my real job pumped from the talent in this room. So thank you all so very, very much. And thanks for being a part of the Queen City family. You will always be a part of the Queen City family. And there is a chihuahua and a bed for each of you here in Charlotte, North Carolina, when you want to come. So thank you all very much. And thanks to everyone watching. We're going to go ahead and awkwardly wave goodbye because that's what we did for every show. So we'll awkwardly wave goodbye. Thank you, Team Ridgeley. Thank you to all of you who supported us. And you'll see these lovely folks somewhere awesome really soon. Thank you all.